Hello, I'm Tom.
I'm Brittany.
And thank you for joining us today. We're in the Hoosier National Forest doing the Two Lakes Loop Trail. This goes around Indian and Celina Lakes. You join us on a very brisk October morning. Very, very chilly.
It's freezing.
But we're going to go out here and really enjoy the day. All right, like we said, around the Two Lakes Loop Trail. Should be about a 16-mile hike for us today. We are late into hiking season. It's what, October 25th, 24th, 25th. The Jeep said 37 degrees when we got out of it, so Brittany's got her heated jacket, heated gloves.
The jacket's not warming up yet, so I'm really hoping it does.
And heated feet.
Really cold. Yes. I don't know if you've ever heard of hot hands, but they've got the hot feet, and it's like a whole thing that goes in your shoe. It's like an entire insole. It's fantastic.
So for those guys wanting to get your wives out hiking, but they say it's just too cold, invest in some of these hot hands and hot feet and heated jackets and gloves, so you'll get them out there real quick. But we are really looking forward to today. Temperatures today should be in the mid 60s. And we will see how that pans out later, but really thank you for joining us today, and let's get on the trail. Two Lakes Trail, the campground up here. Right up that trail, we're continuing down towards Celina Lake. All right, here we are crossing over the road that runs through the park. Across the road, that goes down to the lake and a boat ramp. North of us here, those campgrounds and the entrance to the park. Here's the trail. We're looking for the white diamond blazes today. Seen several on trail so far. So that is nice to see those. So not far into the trail here, come across a little creek crossing. It is pretty dry. We're late summer, early fall. It's been very dry in Indiana this year. Nonetheless, it is a gorgeous sight down in this valley to see this. All right, so about a mile in, and as you can hear, it is dead quiet today. Past few days have been cold, windy. We've been blessed here with very beautiful skies today. No wind, dead calm, gorgeous conditions to go out. So we started today at the trailhead proper, north of the campgrounds here, and doing a clockwise rotation around this. So pretty soon we'll come up to Celina Lake, get a good look at that before Indian Lake here in a few hours. So far, beautiful trail conditions, very well marked, lovely day. Come across our next creek crossing here. What do we think of this so far?
It's gorgeous. So beautiful.
All right, we are 2 miles in and come across nearly this peninsula right here. So hard to see the lake with all the fog on it and the leaves, but a little campsite here. Someone's been here before, nice fire ring. Boy, if those leaves weren't on the trees, it'd be a perfect view. All right, so just down from that camp spot, there's another camp spot, a little trail that comes down to this right on the lake. My goodness, what a view. So much fog lifting off that water. So hard to see. You get a tiny glimpse of the opposite side there, but what a view.
That is stunning.
The fog over the woods here just makes this look surreal down this trail. Again, the lake right here with all that fog starting to lift off, but really cool how that works. One little blow down here, not too bad. Trail's been clear so far, but this is a pretty big one they just haven't gotten to yet. How's that jacket so far?
I'm a little bit disappointed in the jacket. It's actually not super warm unless I press it against me. And the arm things aren't working, so we may have to return this and get a different one. But that's okay. Overall, I'm staying warmish.
Come across another little fire ring. Be a great spot to camp next to Celina Lake. Another great view, access to the water if you were camping out here. Just popped out of the woods here and nearing the dam here on Celina Lake. Trail goes down and goes across it. Let's go check this out. And here we are. Great view of Celina Lake here. That fog almost all lifted off. What do we think of this, Brittany?
This is just absolutely gorgeous. It is so peaceful out here.
All right, we are leaving Celina Lake. Really took our time enjoying that view for a while. Now, back in the woods, off to Indian Lake. Starting to warm up outside.
A little bit.
So, yeah.
It's much better than it was first thing this morning.
We're getting there.
Yes.
One of the many stream crossings we've came around. A little bit more water in here. Not much, not really flowing, but still some water in there. So just went past some blazes. That was for the American Discovery Trail. So didn't realize this loop kind of shared some of that with what looks to be that coast to coast trail. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've done some of that now. Maybe one day.
Why don't we do the whole thing?
Maybe one day. For now, we'll stick to our little 16-mile loop here on a day hike.
No sense of adventure.
Speaking of adventure, the Adventure Hiking Trail is down here, and that's next up on our list. So we'll see if the Adventure Hiking Trail lives up to its name in an upcoming video. Looks like this is where the Two Lakes Connector Trail comes in. If you can see on this map here, you're about halfway between Indian and Celina Lake. That goes up and it's kind of a shortcut. We're not going to take any shortcuts today. We're going to keep on going down the trail. Here we finally come up on one of these for the American Discovery Trail. along with the white diamond that signifies the Two Lakes Loop Trail. So pretty cool that these two trails come together even for just a short time.
That down there is absolutely gorgeous.
Such a nice little valley down there. We're 6.4 miles in right now, and back in this woods here, it's been pretty nice.
It has been a few little boring spots, but overall it's just so peaceful.
Few miles from Celina Lake, we've arrived at the dam for Indian Lake. Let's go get on top of this thing, check it out, get a better view. Walked up the very steep incline.
It's the steepest incline of all day.
That's right, it was, but rewarded with an incredible view of this lake. Check this out. So making our way across the dam here, just a spectacular view. Check out this other side where the water comes out. Just incredible. What do we think here?
It is so beautiful. I love it.
Can't believe this is Indiana.
No, I can't believe that at all.
So pretty. All right, hydrated from a nice little rest stop there at the lake. Back in the woods. Feels good to be back in here now. Probably stopped for what, 20 minutes or so? Checking things out over on that dam.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Yep, back on the trail. Some pretty cool rock formations down here along this side of the trail. Some big boulders up there. Didn't see that on the first 7 or so miles. Really cool to see it down here. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the trail comes down to the lake itself. Get a pretty cool view of that. Just on the west side of Indian Lake, getting towards the northern part of it, but trail dumps into an area where they've done some management logging. So kind of walking through some brush and whatnot for a little bit here. So this is a trail. I think this is our first bridge that we've came across here. Yeah, and the water is really not flowing at all. Just a tiny bit there.
It's so pretty though. Look back there.
All right, so we have made it to the farthest point northwest, as you can see right there, just in the very tip of Indian Lake. We're going to start making our way back east now. So the trail takes a nice little turn, and there it is. And there is Brittany down there, taking some pictures of all of this. Well, they say pure Michigan, but it doesn't get much better than this for Indiana.
Did you see the tree down here? It is so awesome how it's just still hanging on by its roots, but it just leaning over.
But 100 yards down trail, come on this little camp spot, fire ring. Really pretty cool. All right, well, we are fixing to get our move on. Get down the trail. All right, 9.6 miles into our trek and just off the trail. You see this rock formation made this shelf, and the earth has eroded away underneath it. So it's sort of hard to gauge how big or small something is on camera until you walk up to it. So Brittany here is going to be our size model and scale.
Oh my gosh, you can go clear up under here. If you got caught in a bad storm, this would be a perfect place. This is so cool.
Another really cool one, just a couple hundred yards from the first. All right. Looks like someone's been up here, had a nice little campfire. All right, what do we think of that?
That is so awesome. I would love to camp up there.
Yes, that would be so cool.
You can have a little fire, you got just protection. You don't even really need a tent for that.
Yeah.
Except for the bugs.
Except for the bugs, yeah.
The spiders.
Maybe another day we'll be back here to camp.
Yeah.
We should probably get ourselves back on the trail.
I know.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
It may be the last we see of Indian Lake. We'll check it out. I'm not sure, but trail goes up in the woods, and I haven't seen this before. Tick infested area.
Oh, that's lovely.
I guess we'll be doing a tick check this afternoon. So anyway, up we go. So I will say this western half of the trail is not nearly as well marked as the eastern portion.
No.
Very few blazes over here. Kind of wonder where you're going at times. So far we've been fine, of course, but yeah, you might want to pay attention to a map or one of your apps to make sure you're still on the trail. Came across a sizable creek crossing here on the trail. Water's pretty low, so it shouldn't be a big problem for us to get around it. Some pools, though, running down to Indian Lake, down towards the south of us. So that looks like our trail right there. We're going to find a way to get around some of this water. All right, at our second larger creek crossing here. Getting pretty low water. Some ducks we kicked up. Looks like we can easily get across this. The rocks are slippery. Made it across dry.
No problem.
All right. Well, so before Brittany would let me continue down the trail, I'm going to check this tree that goes under the water, and that water is probably 4 or 5 feet deep right there and just crystal clear in this little creek, and there are a ton of little fish in here. Sure you can't see them on camera, but they're everywhere. These minnows.
And even a couple that are a couple inches long.
Yeah. Incredible in this little creek bed right here. All right, now we're back on the move, heading down the trail. A little hard to find it, like we said just a minute ago. Very few blazes, and it's kind of overgrown on this north side and the west side. But about 12 miles in right now. This ridge, climbing this ridge for quite a while, getting back into some nice views. You see how we still have ways to go up, but rewarding views looking down. Came up on the connector trail. We've seen that earlier today. Now we are on the northern terminus up here. So that is the connector trail. You see the orange blaze. Again, we'll say we haven't seen a whole lot of white blazes whatsoever. This has been the first one, I think, since that creek crossing. So we're going down this trail to continue our trek. Maybe one day we'll swing back around and try that connector trail. All right, we have an intersection. What do we got? Okay. I see. So this is where we parked. We are just south of it, so just a little farther to that trailhead there. So I bet you we go south.
That's not even nice.
It's not even nice?
No.
South is going to be this way.
Okay, we'll go this way then.
We'll go this way then. All right, looks like the trail head is right here, crossing over the road, but if you go that way, that takes you to the gatehouse. Go right, that's going to take you to Indian Lake. Right here's the trailhead where we parked. Let's get down here and wrap this trail up. We did it! We did it! We did it! Here we go! All right, let's see how we did here. All right, so checking our stats, around 14 miles, 1700 feet of elevation gain through the old loops. Let's check the Garmin and see how we did. All right, so that wraps up the Two Lakes loop for us. What do we think?
I thought it was fantastic. It's moderate trail on the easy side of moderate because, I mean, like you said, we only had 1700 feet of elevation gain and about the same of elevation loss. It is a beautiful trail. The lakes are incredible. Overall, it's fantastic. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, for southern Indiana, it's a pretty nice trail. Moderate, we did it in about 6 hours, I suppose.
Just under.
Just under 6 hours. So yeah, I would recommend it. I'd be careful on that western northern half. It was not well marked, but nothing you can't take care of with a little GPS help. So thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you on our next adventure.
Thank you.